How were you able to, well, strike that. You were walking back to Aries Industries, that's where you had parked, right?
Correct.
What was your route or your path that you took?
We continued straight on West Avenue until we got to Elizabeth Street and then took a right on Elizabeth Street.
Okay. Pretty much a straight shot?
Yes.
Just a couple blocks?
Yes.
Down West Avenue and then you hang a right on Elizabeth?
Correct.
Okay. As you were doing that, making your way back to your car, did you encounter somebody out on foot?
Yes, we did.
Tell us about that, please.
Objection, lead.
Overruled. She may answer.
We had just rounded the corner onto Elizabeth Street, and Darrell Brooks, we encountered Darrell Brooks. He came out of the shadows between a couple houses and approached us.
Okay. Now, you refer to this person by name. Did you know Mr. Brooks prior to this encounter?
No.
Okay. Never met him before?
Correct.
Objection.
And you said he...
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
The objection came after her answer. Her answer will stand. Next question.
You said he kind of came out of... Did you say the bushes?
Objection.
What did you say?
Objection.
Oh, overruled. She rephrased. He may answer. She may answer. I'm sorry.
It appeared he came from between two houses, so I don't know exactly where he was.
Okay. And did you notice his appearance when he approached you?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I did.
What did you notice?
I just remember it was a very windy, cold night, and he was dressed pretty inappropriately for the night. I noticed he was visibly shivering. He had a red short sleeve t-shirt on and was not wearing shoes.
Do you see the same person present in this courtroom here today?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask that Mr. Brooks be instructed to remove his mask and look at the witness so she can properly identify him, please.
Mr. Brooks, please unmask and look at the witness. Sir, would you please unmask and look at the witness? Thank you.
I was writing something down.
All right, thank you. Just want to make sure you heard me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that the gentleman you encountered on the street that you're describing for us, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Did Mr. Brooks speak to you in any way?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name.
You may answer.
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
He asked if either of us had a phone that he could use. And we said, we hesitated because it was strange. It was a strange encounter. And after what we had just witnessed at the parade, where I think we were both pretty much on edge at that point. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. When you're referring to we, who are you referring to?
Sorry, my husband and I.
Okay. Go ahead. So he asked for the phone.
Correct.
You kind of pause.
Yep.
And then what'd you do?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. Go ahead, you may answer.
His next words were, "I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to use your phone." And that's when I gave him my phone.
Okay. Did he use your phone? Did you see him manipulate your phone in some fashion?
Objection. What do you mean by manipulate?
Overruled. She may answer.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Did you see him use your phone in some way?
Yes, I did.
What did you see him do?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
He called his mom.
Could you hear what he was saying on his end?
Yes, I could hear what he was saying.
Could you hear the responses being provided by the person on the other end of the phone?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled. You may answer.
No, I could not hear the other side of the conversation.
Okay. Tell us to the best of your memory what you remember Mr. Brooks was saying into the phone.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Go ahead and answer, please.
Not to be called that name. Thank you.
He just kept asking his mom to call him an Uber. And he wasn't responding to anything that she was asking. He just kept repeating, "Call me an Uber. I need an Uber now."
Did he sound urgent in his voice?
Objection, leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
How did his voice sound?
There was a sense of urgency that he needed an Uber and he needed it now.
And he was specifically referring to the person he was speaking to by what name?
Mom.
Objection, leading.
Overruled. She will answer. Her answer will stand.
At some point, did Mr. Brooks turn his attention to you and ask a question to you as he was still on the phone?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
Go ahead and answer.
He asked for the address where we were located at the time.
What did you tell him?
I did not know the address, so I asked my husband what the address was, and he provided the answer.
Okay. And again, you're very close to your husband's workplace.
We were actually in the parking lot at that time.
Okay. I'm going to... Well, let me ask you this. At some point, did he terminate his phone call?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, he did.
And what happened then?
He said that he was freezing, and he asked if I knew of any place that he could go warm up. So my husband directed him towards the lobby of Aries.
Okay. Did he return your phone? Did he return your phone to you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And did you see if he left your presence? Where did he go?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
He went up to the lobby.
You saw that?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you go?
We were pretty on edge at that point, so we put our kids in the car as quickly as possible and drove down the road.
Okay. I'm going to show you some exhibits on the screen in front of you, okay? First is 171, I'm sorry. Do you see a photograph on the screen in front of you, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you recognize anybody or any place in that photograph?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
I recognize the Aries building in the background and Darrell Brooks on the porch.
Okay. 171's previously been admitted, Your Honor. I'm going to request permission to publish again.
Permission granted.
Objection.
All right.
It's noted. It's overruled. It's already been received.
Ms. Cordes, that's a touch screen in front of you. Could you just please point out Aries Industries and specifically, if you can, the area where you saw Mr. Brooks head for the lobby of the building?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name again for the record.
Jury will disregard that last comment by the defendant.
So do you want me to circle?
Yeah, circle or X or dot,
It's
whatever.
It's way in the other corner over here, so it's
Okay.
hidden by the trees.
Okay. So the area where you first encountered Mr. Brooks, is that actually shown in this photograph?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
Jury will disregard that comment.
I don't consent. For the record.
Go ahead and answer, ma'am.
It's more over here where we were parked. There's a second parking lot over there.
Okay. And then the person in the photograph, can you circle the person, please? Is that what Mr. Brooks looked like that evening when you spoke to him?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
Go ahead and answer.
Yes.
Now we're going to put up Exhibit 76. And we're going to play it for you first before it gets shown to the jury, okay? So let me know when it's up, please.
It's on her screen.
Okay, thank you. For the record, this is a clip that's 53 seconds long. I'm just going to play maybe the first 10 seconds or so and see if she recognizes. All right, we've played about the first 10 seconds of that clip. Do you recognize the what is shown in this video, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
What do you recognize it to be?
It's the lobby of Aries Industries.
Okay. And is this the door that you directed Mr. Brooks to?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
You may answer, ma'am.